What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon Grunewald, here, as always, with Josh Fuster and John Luke, a.k.a. JL Garofalo. How's it going, guys? Sorry, my dog found this.
Well, yeah, I saw your dog, Sancho, right?
Yeah, I thought I hid it from him, but he found it.
What's up, Sancho?
What up, Sanch?
The real MVP of the 2020 season.
Yes, and of the Front Yard Fantasy Football Game Show.
He really puts in the most work, if we're being honest.
He's looking at me like, you freaking punk. I was playing with that.
Why did you hide that?
Just like staring at me like, dude, you got other toys.
Are you kidding me?
There's some non-squeaky guys right there. Hopefully he forgives me and plays with his non-squeakers. But
probably won't.
He's a lover of the squeak, so we'll see. Could stay
Aren't
angry. Today, guys, I'm excited because we are playing another round of brackets. 2 rounds. We've got 2 exciting brackets that we're going to bring to you today.
2 rounds.
What's up, Troy? We got Troy in the chat. How's it going?
Troy, been a while, man. Got to get you back on here.
He's never been on here, so
well, got to get you on here.
You got to get you on here.
yeah, I just miss him.
I think he's tuning in to call me out, to tell me I'm a little too weird for the GIF I posted earlier today. That he said it was getting weird. It was 2 hearts tongue kissing each other. But I just needed to find a way to show my appreciation for Jay shouting me out like that. But and I took Troy's lead. It's Thirsty Thursday, so I threw it out there.
Thirsty Thursday.
He says that was a weird. Jay.
I got to see that. I feel like I'm not getting a good picture. You know,
I'll send it to you. You got to earn it though.
Classic Simon going way too far.
Yeah, I took it a little too far. It is Thirsty Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Wait a second. I don't even have a drink. I have my tea. I'm sipping tea over here like some kind of weirdo on a Thursday.
I got my Smoothie King.
I had one of those. Today. Don't worry.
The one in Towson?
Yeah. Oh, the one right next to the
Delaney Valley?
Circle?
Yeah, by the mall, right by the mall.
Wow, you guys went to the same Smoothie King.
Unfortunately, so cute.
You know, I'm realizing I didn't put Smoothie King on one of the brackets we're doing today, but maybe it should have been on there. We can do another like a health food bracket, even though Smoothie King is wildly unhealthy. But the 2 brackets we are doing today, we're gonna do most likely bust in 2021. So there's some names on there that you're probably not gonna like seeing labeled as a potential bust, but I took guys whose ADP could dictate them being a bust next year. There's some uncertainty around some of these players. Either they overperformed this year, underperformed this year, or there's changing situations. So we're going to discuss who's the most likely to bust in 2021. The next bracket we're going to do is the best fast food restaurant. And JL is going to provide a slightly different perspective as the vegetarian of the group. So his answers may be all over the place. We got a wild.
Listen, JL, you've had all these options, I'm sure, at one point or another, right?
This is nothing different than every other bracket that we do, any other opinion that we do. I'm always just the wild,
the minority.
When Tim's in here, he's a bit of a wild card. Maria says y'all didn't tell Simon that you 2 were wearing jerseys today.
Yes, Jersey
no one gave me the memo.
Jersey Thursday. What do you mean? Like,
Jersey
duh.
Thursday.
I got 2 right there, but they're waiting to be framed, so I'm not going to throw those on. And you guys don't want to watch me change.
I want to grow my collection of jerseys. I've got like a few, some really old ones. I mean,
well, I would water it, get it
some
good sunlight.
Yeah, it's like those little things you put in a cup of water and they grow overnight.
If you need Jersey fertilizer,
what are those called?
Like
chia
the gross sponge
things.
The
one with the hair.
Yeah,
talking about the
right.
capsules, like you throw a capsule in and then it just becomes a dinosaur.
Yeah. I don't know what they're called.
Someone let us know.
We'll figure it out.
Someone let us know what those are called. But we got 2 brackets to get through today, so I think we should go ahead and get going with the first one. Also, JL, for all the crap you give me for saying dive right in, I just want to say that Marco says jump on in more than I say dive on in. I hope he's listening.
Does that make it any better?
Yes.
Here's the thing, Simon. I think you would still have him beat if JL didn't give you so much shit, though. That's the thing.
That is, I have considerably hedged the amount that you.
He's hedged it. Yeah, exactly.
Those hedges have been cut. He's so mad. He's just staring straight.
I actually thought he froze for a second. I was like,
He wasn't listening to us.
No,
I was getting the bracket pulled up because we're gonna dive right into this bracket. I'm gonna just bring it back, JL. You can't control me. You can't censor me. Jay says, I still love you though, Simon. I thought that GIF would make you love me even more, if we're being honest. But I guess not. I guess I crossed the line. We'll get there one day. I'm gonna keep testing it about once a week until you reciprocate with an equally as alarming GIF.
There you go.
I don't know what word. I'm trying to think of the best word to describe it. But guys, I threw this bracket together. It is seeded mostly based off of ADP. Towards the end, I threw some in there that I thought maybe people aren't going to like to discuss as busts that are a little bit higher in ADP. Maybe they're a little less likely, but that have the potential to bust again next year. What'd you say?
Is it just an 8-person one?
No, there's 16 up there.
Okay.
You can see it too.
And I wanna make a disclaimer real fast. If you guys don't agree with any of these options, you think there should be a guy in here, you think there shouldn't be a guy in here, go talk to Simon about it. FYF Simon at FYF Simon on Twitter. It was not our faults at all, JL and I. So I'm just clarifying that going in.
I did send it to you ahead of time for approval.
No, didn't happen.
I did. Also, again, as a disclaimer, these are not names that we're all saying are going to bust. That is not what we're determining today. It is the highest probability of busting. The players that we think have the highest chance of busting next year. So our very first matchup, we're just going to go down the list in order. I'll start, then you, John Luke, and then we'll switch who goes first on the next one. Our very first matchup is Alvin Kamara versus J.K. Dobbins. Now, not biggest bust, but most likely to bust.
Yeah, I know.
And some of you may not. Next season in 2021. This is not dynasty. This is just redraft. Most likely to bust next season. A lot of you may be unhappy seeing Alvin Kamara's name on here, but the reason he's on there is one, he's being drafted as at worst like a top 5 running back. He's a always first round pick, usually a top 5 pick, often a top 3 pick. I've seen him go as early as 2. I'm going to keep making the number smaller and smaller. But there's a lot changing for him. There's a good chance Drew Brees isn't back, and we saw him without Drew Brees this year. Now, we've talked about this before. We said it yesterday. Yeah. I think Sean Payton will find a way to get his best player involved. J.K. Dobbins, on the other hand, showed flashes this year, but was never really handed the full workload. And there is some uncertainty about what that backfield is going to look like next year. Is he going to get the full workload? And he's being drafted pretty damn high too, based on his potential. Because of that, I've seen more from Alvin Kamara, and I trust the coach there to get him involved. I'm going to say J.K. Dobbins is more likely to bust next year. Josh?
Yeah. So Simon, you made great points. All of the points I agree with, honestly. Look at the jersey I'm wearing real fast.
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. Here's the thing. I'm glad I got to go second. I don't know what Jail's going to go with, but I'm glad that I should be the one to do this because J.K. Dobbins is probably going to go a little bit too early in redraft leagues next year. Alvin Kamara is going to have a great role. I don't know if Gus Edwards is still going to be with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson takes a lot of rushing work away from the running backs, and I think there's going to be other guys involved. That's what the Ravens love to do. I think J.K. Dobbins has a higher probability of busting.
Yep.
2-0. It's decided. Is it a sweep, Jail?
It's a sweep.
It's a sweep. Sorry, J.K. Dobbins. Again, we're not saying J.K. Dobbins is a bad pick, just that there's more factors that could lead to him busting. This next one is super interesting to me, Josh, and I'm glad you're going first and not me. We've got James Robinson versus Joe Mixon. Who is more likely to bust next year? Before you do that, what's up, Sean? Sup, Jabronis?
What up, Sean?
Yeah.
Mayor of Jabroniville himself coming in the comments. So who is the more likely bust, Jeff?
This one is actually easier for me.
Really?
They're probably going to get drafted in the same range, I'm assuming.
I can pull up ADP if we want to do that as well.
Yeah. Sure. James Robinson, there's a lot of factors going into play. Maybe as the situation improves, he's getting Trevor Lawrence, but maybe they also get another running back in there. I don't think the Bengals are looking for another running back. They like Joe Mixon. I'm going to go with James Robinson as the more likely bust candidate here.
Josh, this is funny. You said they're probably going to have similar ADP. According to Fantasy Football Calculator right now, they're actually exactly tied at the 306.
Oh, man.
Perfectly tied.
Oh, man. I mean, Joe Mixon, I think, is actually going to have a really good season next year.
So you said James Robinson?
Yes, he is more likely to bust, in my opinion. I know he had a great season. I don't want to disparage that. He did great, but there's so many more question marks, in my opinion, there.
John Luke, where are you going on this one?
I'm going Joe Mixon.
Not my boy.
I'm going Joe Mixon.
Not my boy.
Yeah.
How come?
Don't cry.
Any particular reason, or you just hate him?
I'm sure it's recency bias a little bit, but I don't know. I want to see it from Joe Mixon. Like, I haven't seen it in so long. I want to see it. Show it to me, Joe Mixon. Show it to me.
James Robinson definitely showed it to you much more recently.
He did. He whipped it out and showed it to me.
He's willing to show it. He's not afraid. He's a very confident guy.
He is very confident.
G-Man J says James Robinson 100%. This one is kind of tough for me because, like you said, JL, James Robinson showed us this year that he can do it when given the full workload. I am not confident in the slightest that he's going to be given that again next year. There were guys that got injured this year that won't be next year. There's a very real chance they add another piece either in the draft or through free agency to that backfield. Joe Mixon has the talent. I expect Joe Burrow. What'd you say?
You don't think they'll add someone?
The Bengals? No, they re-signed Gio, didn't they? And they've got Joe Mixon. I think their backfield is set. If they're gonna try to beef up that offensive line, and then Joe Burrow will be back. With Joe Burrow back, I think there's fewer question marks for Mixon. I think there's more uncertainty around Robinson's situation. I'm gonna say James Robinson is more likely to bust as an undrafted free agent rookie superstar.
I'm just a Joe Mixon fan too. I don't know. I'm not mad about that one. Personally, his talent. He's done some messed up stuff in the past.
Who? Joe Mixon?
Yeah. He was in college, a freshman in college, and there's a video of it. And,
oh, geez. All right.
Yeah, he punches someone, and it's not a male.
I mean, that's part of the reason he fell so far in the draft, right? He wasn't that's why he was a first round talent.
So far, he fell to like the mid-second round. And
but he was a first round talent.
I know. You're right. He would have been a first round pick if he didn't do what he did, and he missed the year of college football because of it. But
yeah. Yep.
We're not here to
cheer for those guys. John Luke. Well, first, JR says, will the Bengals take a stud tackle? I sure hope so. For Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon's sake. I think that would be smart of them, but we'll see. Where are they drafting? Do they have
a pretty early pick, I think, right? You never see these interdivisional trades, but the Ravens right tackle or Orlando Brown, he requested a trade. He could do a lot of good with the Bengals, but I doubt that will happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking up where the Bengals are drafting just out of curiosity. The Bengals are drafting at 5. So there is a world where Sewell drops to 5. I don't think it's necessarily likely, but there is all 4 teams in front of them. The Jaguars, the Jets, I guess the Dolphins not so much, but then the Falcons. There's 4 top-tier quarterbacks. I could see teams trading up. There's a world where the first 4 picks are quarterbacks, even though I don't think that's likely. And the Bengals could grab Sewell at 5, which would be ideal for them, I think.
There's a world.
There is a world. Not likely, though. JL, you're up. This is Stefan Diggs versus David Montgomery. Before there's outrage, the reason I have Stefan Diggs on there is he incredibly overperformed what people expected of him this year. So are people going to draft him thinking that's what they're going to get next year and be disappointed, or is that the new reality in Buffalo?
I think I don't think much will change there. So I think that he'll be fine. Montgomery, I do expect some regression. So I'm going to go ahead and say Montgomery here. I don't know if it'll be a bust, but I think it'll be enough depending on where people draft him. I agree with you. I trust Josh Allen's improvements, and I think him and Stefan Diggs are a match made in heaven or a match made in Buffalo. I think he's going to be fine next year. What'd you say?
Is there a difference between heaven and Buffalo?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
So. I really hope so.
How disappointing would that be if he died with the heaven and it was like, welcome to Buffalo. It's December.
They seem happy there, don't they? I mean,
I don't know. They smash a lot of stuff.
I've been to Buffalo twice.
You have?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was fine. Not my style.
Yeah.
I like weather.
I like in between weather. If it's going to be cold, I don't want it to be cloudy too. Give me that cold and sunny weather. That's perfect.
Fair enough.
David Montgomery, I talked about a little bit on the 14P podcast last night with Justin and Marco. His receiving work it just about doubled this year. And that was with Tariq Cohen out. I know there's rumors of Tariq Cohen not coming back, but I have no faith that he's going to get the receiving work he got this year. And his efficiency went up from 3.7 yards a carry to 4.3 yards a carry. I don't know if that's the new normal. I'm not believing it that that's just what he's going to get per carry going into next year. I think it's David Montgomery.
Great points, Simon. Great points. I think that David Montgomery is probably slightly closer to what he was last year than his rookie year. I think, he's a good running back, a good balanced running back. And if the team decides to use him a lot, he's going to be pretty good, but he's more likely to bust. Absolutely.
Sweep. Sorry, David. Sorry, Dave.
A higher draft pick on Stefan Diggs, which you have to take into consideration. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I love him where he's going to get drafted and redraft next year. We'll see.
That's why he's in there. Yeah, that's exactly why he's in there. I think it's going to be hard to draft him with any upside based on his cost.
Yeah.
The next one we've got is Tyler Lockett versus Lamar Jackson. Tyler Lockett disappointed quite a bit this year, especially towards the end. He came out hot, had a couple wide receiver number 1 overall weeks, and then disappeared. But his ADP reflects that a little bit. He's not getting drafted as high as Lamar Jackson. I was going to look up his ADP. Right now he's at the 306, where Lamar Jackson is being drafted
at the 306.
Well, Tyler Lockett's at the 306. Lamar Jackson, according to Pro Football Calculator, is currently being drafted at the 111.
In a super flex league.
No, this is a standard league.
It's so high.
Yeah. So
111.
The tiebreak, while I think Lamar Jackson's probably going to have a better season than he did this year, based on the cost, Lamar Jackson's currently the second quarterback off the board. And I'm not confident that you're going to return value on that. I think you'll get probably another top 12 quarterback, but I think the realistic range I would expect is probably 8 to 12, and you're drafting him as the number 2 quarterback off the board. I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson's more likely to bust based on his ADP.
I mean, if you're telling me Lamar Jackson's being drafted in the first round, yeah, he's the more likely to bust. But there's no way in the majority of redraft leagues, once we get there, that he's drafted that high.
That's fair. You can look at it more as like a second round pick, probably.
No. If I don't know.
Would you ask John Luke?
Where'd you get that ADP data?
Pro Football Calculator or Fantasy Football Calculator.
Yeah, I think theirs are based off mock draft, so it makes sense. I would double check with a different source to see where he's coming in at.
Yeah,
it's hard to find ADP data at this point in the season.
In the leagues I've seen, more likely to bust. I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett here. I think Lamar's going to be pretty evenly valued. I mean, in a lot of mock drafts we've done that are 1 quarterback leagues, he's going there later behind Josh Allen, Kyler Murray in the 6th round, 7th round.
I have an update before we go much further.
Go ahead.
I was looking at non-PPR ADP. For PPR ADP, there's a significant difference. Lamar Jackson is being drafted at the 407 as the 4th quarterback off the board, and Tyler Lockett is being drafted at the 509.
Okay. So with that update, oh my God, 5th round. So I think Lamar Jackson's still going to be drafted after Tyler Lockett once we finally get into the swing of things. I'm going to go Tyler Lockett here. I think he's going to be a bigger bust. I think Lamar Jackson's going to do better than he did last season, and he's going to surprise some people.
You're the tiebreaker, John Luke.
Yeah, this isn't super close for me. I think it's going to be Tyler Lockett as well. We mentioned it yesterday.
I wasn't sure what
that touchdown dependent. I think that regression's coming. Seattle is probably going to go back to being more run heavy like they've been, so I'm expecting that. I'm taking Lamar here.
Fair. I like it.
Tyler Lockett, more likely to bust than Lamar Jackson.
I agree. I think that's true.
Josh, you're up on this one. We've got Aaron Jones versus Jalen Hurts. Who is more likely to bust next year?
So Jalen Hurts, rookie quarterback last year, he showed a lot when he did play. How often did he play? First of all, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he was a starter. 5 weeks, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But Aaron Jones, I think he's proven he is a very, very, very good running back. He might not be with the Packers, but whoever does sign him is signing him to be their starter. I'm going with Jalen Hurts here. Definitely more likely to bust. I know he's going to be a later draft pick, and I understand that. So if you're taking in draft consideration, draft price, it might be Aaron Jones. I could see you guys picking Aaron Jones, but I'm going to go Jalen Hurts.
John Luke?
Yeah, I'm going to go Jalen Hurts too. We just don't know enough about his situation. He played well enough that I think it's really boosting his value. I completely agree with what Josh said. That could be switched. But right now, I'm feeling Aaron Jones way more than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I was just looking what quarterback he was off the board currently. Jalen Hurts is currently the 11th quarterback off the board in PPR leagues. It is fairly. If he was like the 15th or 16th quarterback off the board here, I think I would have gone with Aaron Jones because there's enough uncertainty with him switching teams, and we've seen it time and time again that like being good on one team doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna have a great season the next year on another. But like you said, Aaron Jones has proven his talent. Jalen Hurts being drafted as a QB1 is scary. You need him to return value on that at that point. You're not taking a last round shot on a guy. Because of that, I'm going to give it to Jalen Hurts is more likely to bust next year. We don't even know if he's a starter.
JR just said A. Jones to Falcons, and listen up. I mean, if he's not signing with the Packers, I'm thinking of like other good places for him to sign, and the Falcons I think is a solid spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who's he competing with? He's immediately the RB1 on that team. Like absolutely. Unless Todd Gurley
Ryan Hill
gets robot knees. Ito Smith, maybe.
Ryan Hill. Ito Smith.
I hope they're watching.
But if Aaron Jones does leave the Packers, I don't know.
We might have
Williams is going to be pretty involved.
We have another player coming up regarding that scenario in one of these later rounds. No spoilers, but right. They are in this draft. But JL, you're up first in this one. It is Cam Akers versus Cooper Kupp. Who is more likely to bust next year?
I'm going Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp.
Oh, man, this is the toughest one yet for me.
Joe Mixon, James Robinson was harder for me.
That one was really tough for me. This one's tough for me as well. More likely to bust. I am so hyped on Cam Akers. Like, I'm very excited for him next year, but we only saw him get handed that workload in a very limited sample size towards the end of the season. Like that's what's drawing me towards the Cam Akers side. Now, Cooper Kupp, the big change for him is they're changing quarterback. He had that amazing connection with Jared Goff. Now they're bringing in Matthew Stafford. And like we've talked about before, I'm more excited for Robert Woods with Matthew Stafford than Cooper Kupp. I think JL talked me into that. But Cooper Kupp has proven it for longer. Like he's been relevant for longer. I think I'm going to go with JL though. I think Cam Akers is going to be handed the keys to that backfield next year. We saw it. We saw him find success with it at the end of the season. There is some serious uncertainty, but Cooper Kupp with a new quarterback, with Robert Woods, with Van Jefferson, like it's not guaranteed that he finds the same kind of connection with Matthew Stafford as he did with Goff.
Yeah. I agree with both. I didn't know JL talked you into that because I think Robert Woods is absolutely going to be the primary beneficiary of Stafford.
I agree with that.
I'm not super stoked on Cooper Kupp going into next year. I really am not. But I think Cam Akers with his draft capital, he could be a back end first round pick in redraft leagues next year. I'm going to go Cam Akers here. Cooper Kupp, you're getting pretty late, and I think Cam Akers is more likely to bust.
He's on his ADP, kind of like a Clyde Edwards-Helaire from this year, where like it doesn't mean he had a bad season, but based on his draft price. Yeah, I can see that. You're almost talking me into it, but
you're getting in like the 5th round, 6th round, and he's going to end up there, you know? So I don't think he's going to bust. I really don't, you know? I don't think he's going to elevate. I think he's going to like remain in that region. And I could see Cam Akers, his range of outcomes, it's so wide.
Let's see. Josh gave the last vote on that one, so it's my turn to vote first, I believe, because that means JL went first last time, right? Because JL, Simon, Josh. Yep. So this one is Kareem Hunt versus Terry McLaurin. Kareem Hunt just came off an RB1 season, but in a split backfield with Nick Chubb in a year where Nick Chubb missed some time. Terry McLaurin, unreal talent, but who the hell is the quarterback next year? We don't really know. This one's really tough for me. This might be the toughest one yet for me because I can see the bust potential for both of these guys. And last year I loved Kareem Hunt because you drafted him at a value. you weren't taking a huge risk, and I believed you would have a role. I don't think you're going to get that same value in the draft next year. People are going to expect what they got this year, and having 2 RB1s from the same team almost never, ever happens. Like that was an anomaly, and I don't expect it again next year. I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt. I don't think he's going to be able to replicate exactly what he did last year, even though I think he'll have a fine season, but I got to go Kareem Hunt.
This is an incredibly easy one for me. I'm going to go Kareem Hunt. I think Terry McLaurin's an elite talent. I don't think he had much help at quarterback last year. And I don't know. Nick Chubb, if he's healthy all season, I know Kareem Hunt will be fine, but you're drafting Kareem Hunt pretty early. You're drafting him right near like that tier where like the starting running backs that you know are going to be starters at. So I'm Kareem Hunt.
He's being drafted right after Cam Akers and J.K. Dobbins, according to.
That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous.
Derek says, who will be the Skins QB? I don't know. Right now, probably. Oh, the Washington football team's QB. What if they just change their name to just the Skins?
That would be weird.
It would be very weird.
You say the Washington, the who?
And they could make it like every color. You know, they're like, I don't. Never mind.
It'll be like the Greendale Community College Human Beings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Heineke maybe.
I don't know.
They'll probably address it.
Probably get someone in free agency.
Maybe Cam Newton. If it is Cam Newton, I'm very concerned for Terry McLaurin. Wildly concerned.
Wait, with Rivera, you think?
Do I think I would
think Rivera would get Cam again? I don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably right there. I don't know if there's bad blood. Is there bad blood?
I don't think there's bad blood.
I don't think that they have a good relationship.
Oh, there was okay. When Cam Newton was released, you're right. There was like a weird, but yeah.
Maybe they're over it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sure. How about Fitzpatrick? I want him to go to a place and start. God damn it!
That would be wild.
John Luke, this one's decided, but which side are you going with?
I'm going Hunt. I'm with you guys.
It's a sweep. Okay, the last matchup of round 1. This is a matchup of superstars, and Josh, you are voting first. Darnold for the Washington football team. I could see it.
That'd be bad, but I could see them doing it. They do make mistakes. I'm not convinced Darnold is a bust yet. I need to see a year where he's given the tools to succeed. He would not do well. He's not going to be given the tools in Washington.
You're right.
I guarantee you that.
Well, Washington, look, they're improving, right? Good defense. They got Terry McLaurin.
Who owns the Washington football team? Josh?
You're right. You're right. Don't go to Washington if you want to be a good, successful NFL
quarterback.
Player,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Michael Thomas versus Ezekiel Elliott. Who is more?
It's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Michael Thomas versus Ezekiel Elliott. Who is more likely to bust next year?
Listen, like you're taking Michael Thomas not that far behind Ezekiel in redraft leagues. I'm gonna go Michael Thomas. We don't. If he doesn't have Drew Brees, who knows what he's gonna do next year? And I think Zeke's gonna have a comeback year.
John Luke.
Yeah, this one is tougher because I've been saying that Michael Thomas is going to have a comeback, but between the two of these guys, it's a lot easier for Zeke to come back strong. So I'm going to go Michael Thomas.
And I agree with you guys. It's a sweep. I think the hate on Zeke has been overdone. I think he's going to be just fine next year. He's still an elite running back. Michael Thomas.
It's close. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I agree. More likely, though, Michael Thomas.
Okay, we're on to round 2. We've got J.K. Dobbins versus James Robinson. And JL, you're up first. Who is more likely to bust in 2021? J.K. Dobbins or James Robinson?
James Robinson.
For the reasons discussed previously, just all the uncertainty.
Yeah,
I agree. It's going to be, if one of those guys is going to bust, it's going to be James Robinson.
Now, I went Joe Mixon before against James Robinson. I would go I would go Joe Mixon here if it was him. So,
do you guys know who's being drafted first, James Robinson or J.K. Dobbins?
It's got to be J.K.
Is this so trippy that it's like the opposite of what we're advancing?
Yeah, exactly. Not picking
I keep having to like switch that in my mind.
James Robinson is being drafted first according to Fantasy Football Calculator right now. He's being drafted at the 208. And J.K. Dobbins is being drafted at the 404. Now, this will update as the season goes on, I'm sure, but this is based on the last month.
after the season, J.K. Dobbins will be drafted ahead of James Robinson, in my opinion. But like, there's a little bit more uncertainty actually, probably with J.K. Dobbins. But I'm gonna go James Robinson here. J.K. Dobbins showed he was awesome, splitting a lot of his workload. I think he's gonna get even more of a workload next year, and he's a really good running back.
Who's up first on this one? Am I up first? Yeah, David Montgomery versus Tyler Lockett. Who's more likely to bust? David Montgomery, according to Fantasy Football Calculator, is currently be drafted in the 3rd round. So for that reason and that reason alone, I don't think he's going to return value on that. I was just playing with some numbers yesterday. If you just give him the receiving total that he got 2 years ago, leave his efficiency exactly the same. Say he's going to get he will get 4.3 yards a carry. He drops down to like around where Melvin Gordon and Nyheim Hines finished, which is fine, but not low. But he finishes the RB4 this year. And I don't know if people are gonna be expecting that. So I'm gonna say David Montgomery.
Look, if people at redrafting people and they see him running back number 4 and they want to take him early because of that, then maybe he's the answer here. But the Seahawks are going to be running more next year. So, Tyler Lockett, I could see him just falling off the cliff and them just like phasing him out of the offense a little bit and him not even being like, you don't even know if you want to start him every week. Like he's really more of a flex option maybe. So I think Tyler Lockett.
John Luke?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be drafted as the RB4.
I wasn't claiming that.
Yeah. So I don't think that I think it will affect his draft value just where he finished, but probably not that much. I do agree with Josh though. I don't think Tyler Lockett's gonna I think Tyler Lockett's a little bit more dangerous there.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Just based off floor. Just based off of floor.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett advances.
I think going into next year.
Josh and I are carrying Lockett.
I know. I voted against them both times. Who goes first this time? I keep forgetting to keep track. Jeff, you're up first.
My name is Jeff. More likely to bust. Jalen Hurts. You don't have to. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts.
Yep, same.
Jalen Hurts. Just because Cooper Kupp's not being drafted in like those first 4 rounds. If he was being drafted any higher, I think I would go with him. But Jalen Hurts, he's got to do quite a bit to return value, and we don't even know if he's the freaking starter. I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts.
If he was getting drafted higher, I'd be more nervous.
Kareem Hunt versus Michael Thomas. John Luke, who is more likely to bust?
I'm gonna say Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Both of these guys are being drafted fairly high right now. It's I don't know. This one's really tough for me. I mean, we saw Michael Thomas just stink this year, and he's still being drafted in the 2nd round for next year, and we don't know if he's going to have Drew Brees. I think there's a chance we get back-to-back bust years from Michael Thomas. I'm going to go with Michael Thomas here.
I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt. I think Michael Thomas is going to get back to form a little bit, and I'm nervous for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, I'm nervous for Kareem Hunt too. I just where he's getting drafted or going to get drafted too. I don't know. I'm going to go Kareem Hunt here.
Man, you guys just keep voting against me. We are in the semifinals, though. We're down to James Robinson, Tyler Lockett, Jalen Hurts, and Kareem Hunt as the most likely player to bust next year. And I'm going first. James Robinson versus Tyler Lockett. Man, I'm kind of regretting this bracket because it feels bad calling for a bust of a player, especially players that I like.
This is the way to do it.
I like James Robinson. There's just so much uncertainty around whether he has that same role next year. I have to say he's more likely to bust than Tyler Lockett.
Oh my God. This is the toughest one yet, period. In my mind, toughest one. It really is.
Jared says Wendy's. He's skipping ahead to the fast food bracket, or he thinks Wendy's a bust.
I'm going to go with Tyler Lockett. I think the Seahawks are going to be running the ball a lot more next year. And like I said, I could see him getting phased out.
Yep.
Jail's got a smirk. I knew it. He was smirking. He was like, we're going to carry Locket again.
I was so hoping Josh would keep it going.
You guys are some Tyler Lockett haters.
Like Tyler Lockett, I think he's going to get drafted too high next year.
Jeff, you got the first vote. The other semifinal match, Jalen Hurts versus Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Too
Just
high.
Based on draft capital?
As the second running back on the Browns, who I don't know. I know he's going to be fine. He's probably going to be fine, but I'm nervous where he's getting drafted.
John Luke?
I think Kareem Hunt has enough of a floor that I feel a little bit safer here. At least where Jalen Hurts is going now, I'm worried. I'm going Hurts.
Okay.
Josh and I finally diverge.
There we go.
Yeah, I feel like you guys have been in lockstep this entire freaking time. I'm glad not to be on the other side of the vote this time. Either way, I'm on the winning side. So Jail, I agree with you. Kareem Hunt, while I think he's being drafted a little bit too high, like expectation-wise, he has a floor that I think is a lot safer than Jalen Hurts floor. Jalen Hurts' floor is...
Mike just does that where it suddenly gets super loud.
Oh, that's funny.
Jalen Hurts' floor is not starting, is 0 points. So I'm going to say Jalen Hurts is the more likely bust. So we are in the finale.
This is so weird with everyone agreeing with me all the time now.
I think you've been on the winning side of every single one but the Joe Mixon one.
I think Jail is up first on this one.
Jail is up first. The finals, Tyler Lockett versus Jalen Hurts. Who is the more likely player to bust in 2021?
I'm going Locket.
God. And it's my turn. I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts, it's that floor that scares the snot out of me.
No. Please, Josh, don't let me down.
Yeah, Lockett.
Yeah!
Lockett. If I had to pick one person, he probably was going to be my biggest bust out of all these people. So I'm glad he won, actually.
Damn.
Yes.
Tyler Lockett.
All the way from
running away with it.
Just completely against you the whole time.
I voted, there's one vote against Tyler Lockett. You guys just bulldozed Tyler Lockett through the finale with no support from me.
Yeah, sorry. I
do not endorse this pick. So, but this is science. Yeah, this is science. Tyler Lockett is the most likely player to bust next year. JFU Stu says, not my man Lockett. I know. Sorry, I'm right there with you. But by science, we have determined that he's the most likely player to bust in 2021. We got one more bracket, guys.
Do it.
Best fast food restaurant. So
making pretty good time.
We are making pretty good time.
Usually we're like at 50 minutes.
Yeah, we're 52 minutes.
Like, okay.
All right, hurry up. We only have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, rush it in.
I just want to tell our viewers Tim's idea for like the mega bracket that we're going to do. I think that's funny. So once we have 16 brackets done, Tim came up with the idea that we just do a champions bracket, and that's the name of it, champions bracket. We take every winner from our previous 16 brackets and put them in there with no additional context. So
we better do that on Fun Friday.
So yeah, absolutely. It could be Big Mouth versus Tyler Lockett versus CD Lamb versus Parks and Recreation.
Of like how they won, I feel like.
Nope, no context. We just go for it. It's the champions bracket. So that's coming your way once we get up to 16 brackets.
It makes sense because we're just gonna have like Tyler Lockett mixed in there for no reason.
I feel like Dale and I.
Who would you rather have, Tyler Lockett or
Big Mouth?
Big Mouth.
Okay,
Apple
guys.
MVP's here.
What up, Apple?
What's up, Apple? We have missed you.
We have missed you.
Been a while since I tuned in. Hope your 2021s are going well so far. They are so far. Better now.
Hope yours is going well too.
Oh, and now your name works. Apple MVP 21.
Oh.
Jairus says Tyler Lockett greater than the new girl.
That's gonna happen.
JP says Five Guys is good food fast. Also, there's a couple in here that I would consider fast casual, but my co-hosts would consider fast food, but I threw them in there. We've already got some upset.
I mean,
Bojangles is a 15
even if it's
seed.
fast casual.
Is a crime against humanity. I agree, but Bojangles is regional. I went based on like these fast food restaurant like volume rankings. I didn't put any pizza places in here though. I skipped those. So and dessert places. We left those out.
Are we do a pizza draft?
Maybe. Tyler Lockett says, I'm here for the Tyler Lockett hate. He's 100% on the do not draft ever again list after this past year.
You just said Tyler Lockett said, "I'm here for the Tyler Lockett."
Tyler Lockett said, "I'm here for the Sean Goglin hate."
That would be something if he
was not very happy with you.
But guys, the name of this bracket is best fast food restaurant. Take that to mean what you mean. Best fat food restaurant.
First of all, my favorite pizza toppings: banana, pepper, and sausage.
That's 2.
That's
just
2
so
toppings.
You know, that is 2 toppings. There you go.
There you go. You nailed it, Jeff.
Who went first? JL went first in the last round, right? Because Josh went last. So I go first in this one. This one's not even exciting. We've got McDonald's versus Firehouse Subs. Firehouse is fine. McDonald's is great. I think it probably gets a bad rap because it's just so popular. But man, those chicken McNuggets fill me up, man. I could eat 100 chicken McNuggets.
And so listen up. Listen up. I would rather eat Firehouse over McDonald's.
Oh no.
Every day of the week.
Oh God, JL, what are you gonna do?
Firehouse probably has veggie subs.
Sean says, I'll box Tyler Lockett right now.
He'll read you a poem.
We'll put it on stream. We'll stream the fight.
Right there. That's my quality content.
Tim says, "You're lucky I'm not there. I'd fight everybody for Taco Bell."
He'd write everybody for
Taco Bell. He'd write everybody.
They says spicy McNuggets are the GOAT. Apple MVP says Firehouse is a dime a dozen sub shop. Agreed. Josh, that's an insult. I don't know why you're agreeing.
He's not agreeing. He's just nodding.
Okay.
I feel like Firehouse probably has veggie subs. I haven't been to Firehouse in a long time, but McDonald's has French fries.
They are delicious.
And despite my vegetarianism, I will eat French fries any day. So I'm going Firehouse, baby.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm going McDonald's.
Oh my gosh! I was about to say, you monster. You monster.
I just wanted to get you for assuming.
Okay, you're right. Okay, round 2. Josh, Arby's versus Dunkin'. What is the superior fast food?
Did you guys know Arby's meats come in liquid form?
We have the meats.
Yeah, they never claimed they had solid meat. I did know that their meat came out in liquid form.
It goes in liquid form too.
So here's the thing, guys. I like Arby's a lot, but Dunkin' has a special place in my heart for its breakfast options because that's my favorite meal of the day. And the coffee. So I'm gonna go Dunkin' for sure.
I don't even know where this is going. Jay, I'll just go ahead and lock in Dunkin'.
This is tough because I love Arby's fries. I really,
this is a French fry draft for Jay.
This is solely French fry draft.
Arby's French fries are
bracket. Dunkin's hash browns, they give you like a little bit.
They don't even have French fries though.
They don't even have French fries.
They're potato option. Let's say.
But I do like Dunkin' overall better, so I'm gonna have to go Dunkin' here.
Damn it. Okay, well, Dunkin' was decided. I'm going Arby's. Arby's curly fries are amazing. Their mozzarella sticks are fantastic. Their jalapeno poppers are top tier. Arby's is underrated.
You didn't even mention
yet again meat. Getting disrespected.
Yeah, what about their meat?
I don't like their meat, if we're being honest. But they've got so many good
liquid.
things.
It comes in liquid form. It's
disgusting. Never had jalapeno poppers. Jalapeno.
I am not a fan of roast beef. I'm not a beef eater, so I wouldn't even know.
And if Kevin's watching this, he's going to be very upset. But actually, he
Arby's guy.
He loves Arby's.
Oh, I love Arby's. Okay, John Luke, you're up first on this one. Burger King versus Chipotle.
Burger King is some trash. I'm going Chipotle.
Burger King does have incredible French toast sticks for breakfast. Underrated breakfast. Grab it at Burger King.
They're so long. Oh my god.
Oh, they're so good. But overall, it's Chipotle. Chipotle's better. But the best menu item, Burger King's French toast sticks, are top tier.
Look, Apple MVP said BK Chipotle has all the makings of an annual 12-5 upset. Not picking Chipotle, not picking Burger King.
Chipotle is the 12.
Should be a 5 here, honestly. Like they came in, they've been killing it. Burger King's falling down. The seating experts, they ranked this wrong. All right.
The E. coli knocked them down the rankings. They took it into consideration too much when putting this bracket together.
Yeah. It's like a cheating a little bit almost. I'm gonna go with Chipotle.
It's a sweep. I think that's our first sweep, right? Sean says, I've never had Bojangles or Firehouse Subs. Well, you're not missing much with Firehouse.
Or Bojangles, really.
Shut your mouth. That's the
why isn't Cookout on here?
Oh, because I missed it. It wasn't on the list I was looking at. You're right. That's my bad. We could replace one with Cookout on the fly.
Starbucks? Get freaking Starbucks out of there.
I feel like Starbucks is
take Starbucks out of there and put Cookout in.
You want me to? Is everyone okay with that?
But if you explain it to me, it could win in my heart.
You've never been to
Josh
Cookout?
is like,
Josh?
I've never heard of Cookout.
Oh, you are missing out.
Tell me about it. I mean, I want to hear about it. I'm interested.
And I feel like Cookout with a 2 seed is fitting. Cookout is top tier. Audible. We're doing it live, guys. Jared says Arby's is awesome. No shame losing to Duncan though. Yeah. It's like the 16 seed that comes in and like puts up a real good fight, but they just couldn't quite get it done.
You know.
G&J says Burger King is pure trash. All of it. I'd rather eat dog food than Burger King.
I'd rather eat Burger King than dog food, but
that's a really weird flex. I would much rather have Burger King, and I hate Burger King.
To be honest, I love Arby's. Their meat can come in whatever form they want. Just give me that French dip with horsey sauce. See, Sean, I'm with you. Every time like people talk about the McDonald's chicken nuggets, they're like, have you seen the video of how they're made? I'm like, I'm perfectly aware it's not real chicken. I'm not eating that because it's not pink slime. I'm eating it because of the way it tastes.
Yeah, but if you get a sack of just red liquid and you say, okay, open this up, and eventually it'll turn into Arby's roast beef, you're telling me that doesn't upset your stomach at all?
No, not until it enters my stomach.
Like
and then
beef.
it probably will.
You know what I'm saying? Huh? How did they get it to look like roast beef?
I don't know. I'm not aware of that dark
with a press. They've got a press that just squishes the liquid into a solid form. It's heavily condensed. Jim and Jay says, Joe, you watch your mouth talking about Bojo's.
It's not that good. I'm sorry.
You are just wrong. Sean said, "What is Cookout?"
Oh dear God,
Dylan described it perfectly. Cookout is a college kid's best friend.
Imagine any sort of milkshake that you'd like. What else? Imagine you get a tray where you can just
eat food real fast.
So the tray at Cookout, you can literally get chicken fingers, quesadillas, burgers, chili, hush puppies,
fries,
whatever you a bacon chicken wrap, like
and it's all $3,
$5 for a tray.
Whatever, $3.
It's called a Cookout tray. You get a main and 2 sides. What I would always do is I would get my main is a quesadilla and both my sides are quesadillas. So it would just be 4 quesadillas for $5.
I'm hearing
it's and they got cheer wine in the soda fountain, which is
cheer wine is
ooh my God. Not many places have cheer wine.
So it's a buffet. No, it's not a buffet.
Better because it's not disgusting. It's kind of disgusting, but not in the way a buffet is.
It's very fast though.
Jared says Cookouts in South Carolina only. No, they had them when I'm
sort of the South, but
yeah, they had them in Atlanta as well.
Virginia,
I lived there.
They have them in Virginia, probably Southern Virginia.
Cookout was smart to add. Oh, and we forgot they got a barbecue sandwich too. They literally have everything.
Do yourself a favor and just go ahead and go to Cookout next time you're anywhere in the South.
Maria says it comes out way too fast, and then
all
Apple
along the highway.
Pack your bags, KFC. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Looking ahead to the next matchup. NC has them everywhere. I think it started in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Cookouts originated in North Carolina. Kentucky, too. Josh, you got to get to one of these cookout states and go try one. But in order for it to be best, you got to be a little inebriated, and it's got to be after 1 a.m.
Always inebriated.
It's perfect drunk food. It's perfect drunk food.
If you would go to the cookout in Clemson after like 2 a.m., whenever the bars closed, it was always just completely packed. Like that's where the after party was at Cookout. Like everyone would go straight to Cookout after the bars closed. It was awesome.
The chicken tenders are way better than Bojangles.
Shut up.
That's just true. That's fact.
Tim
the next match, chicken fries are fuego. Disagree.
Chicken fries are great. We're gonna have plenty of time to debate Bojangles versus Cookout, as that is the actual matchup. But who's going first here?
I don't remember. We lost our place.
Let's see. Who went first on Burger King Chipotle? I don't remember. JL, you're going first.
How many have gone? You went first in the
Simon, Josh, JL, Simon. It's my turn.
Yeah.
We can count
KFC versus Taco Bell. This one's easy. KFC's popcorn chicken is pretty good, but Taco Bell is so good that I don't care what it does to my insides. Like I know exactly what I'm getting into and I will eat massive amounts of it anyways. It's amazing.
So Cookout started where G-Man-J went to in college.
Greensboro.
Went to a college.
Where I went to a college.
You went to a college there. I'm gonna go Taco Bell here. But KFC has some good options. They got like that bowl, the mashed potatoes, and great chicken.
That was a good addition to their menu.
And then in high school, they had like the heart attack chicken, bacon, cheese, chicken sandwich.
It was a chicken sandwich where the buns are chicken. I forget what it was called, but I remember that.
It was called something so ridiculous. It wasn't even good, but I definitely got it. I got it like 3 times. I never liked it. But
I mean, people are already heated about the Bojangles. What's the other one?
Wrong.
Cookout one. Says if someone from North Carolina, Cookout is a lot more for your money. Bojangles is very limited, but much higher quality. Completely agree, Keenan.
Completely disagree, Keenan. I'm sorry. Welcome to the show, Keenan. It's great to see you. You're wrong. I'm sorry.
You'll learn quickly. Jail has bad takes.
That's incorrect.
So
also,
him disagreeing
Simon
with
is
you,
wrong again.
Jail disagreeing with you just confirms you're correct. Tim said the KFC doubled down.
Double down.
That's what it was called.
I'm going KFC here. Taco Bell, some poo-poo trash.
I would never expect you to like Taco Bell. That
I don't really like KFC either, but I don't like anything from Taco Bell. Not a single thing.
Josh, you're up first.
Oh my God. I didn't even see this matchup. These are, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. These are like,
said when I was little, I loved KFC popcorn chicken. It was really good.
People do. Why when you were little? Oh, you're vegetarian. Okay, whatever. They are good.
Don't whatever her vegetarianism.
Yeah, whatever.
It's so dismissive, Josh.
Whatever.
Chick-fil-A versus Five Guys. Where are we going?
No, I'm gonna go with Five Guys here because of their big juicy beef burger. And I know JL's not gonna vote for Five Guys, so I'll make it interesting.
Tim this is Taco Bell has the best vegetarian options, you fool. What did you go with, Josh? I forgot to listen.
Five Guys.
Five Guys. John Luke?
So delicious.
Well, I hate to disappoint Josh, but I'm going Five Guys. They got a grilled cheese that is dank, and Chick-fil-A is some homophobic, terrible corporation. I don't eat there ever. So
but they love the church, JL. They love the church.
Don't care. I don't eat there out of principle. So
Jay's about to double extra triple hate us because when I order Uber Eats, 90% of the time I get a Five Guys grilled cheese sandwich with bacon and grilled onions with a large like Cajun seasoning fries. Ooh, it's so good.
Chick-fil-A.
The thing is, like, Chick-fil-A is just not even the best chicken restaurant. Like, as far as fast food restaurants go, Chick-fil-A is not even the best chicken.
It's overhyped.
Five Guys with the sweep over Chick-fil-A.
Dylan said upset. Whoa.
All right, that one might get some serious
I honestly
hate.
expected Chick-fil-A to win.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm very surprised that you guys voted against Chick-fil-A.
I just love Five Guys. Dude, their grilled cheese and french fries. Like, I am so happy when I'm eating
Jay
that.
said you guys are high. If we were high, we would be at Cookout right now, Jay. We would be at Cookout right now all together eating a tray.
Josh, this is like Rick and Morty all over again, except this time you agree with us.
I know, it's great. I feel bad. Chick-fil-A probably should be.
Sean says, whoa. Chick-fil-A wins this bracket hand down. JF says, I'm sad about that one. Sean, you're
sad
correct.
about that one.
I'm sorry, everyone. Chick-fil-A out in the first round. Honestly, I didn't see that coming either.
That is a big upset.
Especially not with a freaking sweep. Who goes first on this one? JL, I think you are first here, right? Yeah.
Yep. I'm going with what I ate earlier today. I'm going Popeyes.
Wow.
Those fries are just too dank. Too dank.
Popeyes is my 101. I love their spicy chicken sandwich. Their fries are so good. Popeyes.
So while I am not a giant Popeyes fan, I am going to vote for them here. Subway, I mean, they're a dime a dozen sub restaurant. Like, I'd have Firehouse every over Subway.
Using Apple's words against them. Yeah. What's up, man. Fantasy Scholars? Welcome in. Hopefully you can be outraged too that we just voted Five Guys over Chick-fil-A. See, Chick-fil-A just came out with a spicy grilled chicken sandwich. It's dank. Maria agrees with us. That's the first person in the chat.
A spicy grilled one? I know they had the spicy crispy one before. Spicy grilled is interesting. I might have to try that actually.
Jay says I'm leaving. Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye, Jay. See ya.
You and KFC. Don't let the door hit
Bojangles.
you on the way out. Hey, stop with the Bojangles hate. We're hating Chick-fil-A right now. We can hate Bojangles later.
That's true. What about Sunday?
Popeyes.
Yeah.
Mm.
What if you want chicken on Sunday? You can't go anywhere to Chick-fil-A
and have a burger.
It's like the Chick-fil-A in the Atlanta Falcons stadium that no one who goes to a Falcons game can ever have.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
Only Atlanta United games can you eat Chick-fil-A. And that's only if they're not on Sunday. Okay. This one, I feel like JL hates both of these. We've got Wendy's versus Panda Express. And Fantasy Scholar says, yikes, Five Guys already out? What the hell? I mean Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Five Guys took out Chick-fil-A. We got two Five Guys grilled cheese sandwich lovers here. Jalen and I don't even eat burgers, and we still voted for Five Guys over.
My roommate Kevin gets the grilled cheese all the time. That used to be his go-to. And the fries.
You can throw
the fries.
Okay.
If we just did best fries, Five Guys.
I think I've got the first vote here. Right? I'm up first.
I think so.
Jalen and I had a heated conversation about one of these restaurants the other day. He said Wendy's was trash tier fast food, and I freaking disagree. They're baked potatoes. No, it is not.
It is full BK.
Wendy's is delicious. Panda Express is disgusting. There's not a single thing on that menu that I would willingly put into my mouth. It's awful.
Really? Out of all the disgusting things you put in your mouth.
Everything on Panda Express's menu, I feel like everything is just like, hey, have this overly sweet chicken. Or what about this overly sweet chicken? Would you like this overly sweet chicken? It's Wendy's. Yeah, there we go. Apple says
chicken, you fool.
Nope, that's all they have.
Would you rather have this fresh not frozen beef or this fresh not frozen beef?
Nah, I'm getting the Frosties at Wendy's top tier. They got excellent
Frosties
fries.
are like a disgusting milkshake. It's
Frosties
are terrible. Frosties are a terrible version of a milkshake.
That's the worst take you've ever had.
Right there. Frosties are delicious.
I would much rather have a cookout shake.
Okay, listen, yeah, but
time out. Look, I'm voting Panda Express here because it's better than Wendy's. But I cannot stand your hate for the Frosty right now,
Whatever.
Solid at Wendy's. The fries are kind of solid. I like them.
They're so average. They're literally so average.
You're just wrong. And they got cheese sauce. You can dip everything in cheese sauce.
That does not make it better.
Yes, it does. How does that not make it better? Cheese sauce does not make it better. Almost everything better. Jason's couldn't agree more. Panda Express is disgusting.
Well, Jay has terrible taste, so there you go. We've already established that.
Yeah.
Fantasy Scholar says, I don't understand the hype on Wendy's.
Thank you. See, he's a scholar.
But Frosties are great. Suck it, JL.
That's fine. You can like the Frosties. I'm not sitting here just disparaging the Frosties.
But you're also disparaging.
I personally do not like the Frosties, but
JP says I like both of these equally. Well, you're also wrong. That's not strong enough of an opinion for me. Panda Express is vile.
Pick a side.
I'm sitting on the fence.
JL saying Frosties are disgusting really, really has me questioning our friendship.
We didn't have a friendship. I thought we already established that.
Well, I think he started liking you again. You had some good takes.
Oh, something yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
JL, what are you doing here? Wendy's or Panda? I know.
I'm going Panda. That's
disgusting. This is the worst part of this whole bracket.
I love Chinese food.
Yeah. So why do you like Panda Express?
It's because it's a tasty option.
It's disgusting. Give me like the dirty looking gross takeout place down the corner 100 times out of 100 over Panda
Maria
Express.
said, what's the hype on Frosties and French fries? I've done it, not impressed. Agreed. It's fine.
You guys are just some haters.
It's literally just chocolate ice cream, guys.
You've decided your opinion. You decided your opinion before you tried it. You just wanted to be contrarian.
I've had Wendy's.
I never said you didn't try it. I said you decided before you tried it what you wanted to think.
You don't know.
You didn't go in with an open mind. I know who you are. I know the kind of person you are. Yeah, but I can read you like a book.
You can't even read those big ass glasses.
What are ass glasses? Not these. These are on my face.
Exactly what you're wearing on your face.
Jeff, you're up first with this one. Bojangles versus Cookout. I don't think you've had either one of these.
I have literally never had either one of these, but from what you guys are telling me, I'm gonna go with Cookout. It sounds like the better option.
Good choice. I'm going Cookout. Bojangles is fine. It's just fries and chicken.
Oh, I have Bojangles. I've had Bojangles on my way to Myrtle Beach. We stopped there. I've had it twice now.
Are you changing your vote?
No, Cookout. Bojangles. It wasn't that good.
Okay. Jay, before I give my vote, Cookout already won.
Great man, Josh. Very smart.
Jay says, I love how the non-fantasy related brackets are 1,000 times more heated than the fantasy football brackets. And Sean said the nearest cookout's 114 miles away. If I leave now, that gives me 2.5 hour ride to get super baked and eat cookout for dinner. Is cookout worth this?
I've never had cookout.
Honestly, Sean, 100%. Like 2.5 hours is the perfect amount of time to get to that level, and then cookout in that state will be that's exactly how you should eat cookout. That's 100% how you should eat cookout. Jay agrees with us. He says it is. Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Fantasy Scar says, I don't know either of these two. LOL.
Get to the south.
Feeling that 114 miles is probably about how far away Fredericksburg is from me.
The right Tim says Bowberry biscuit is better than any one item at Cookout. Bojo's breakfast is where it's at from G-Man J. I'm agreeing with you guys. I like Cookout. Don't get me wrong. I just love Bojangles breakfast. That Bowberry biscuit, it's got that like the adjective I want to use, I shouldn't use to describe the frosting that's all over it. It's unreal. And then there's their Cajun filet chicken biscuit with some bow rounds are, man, you can't go wrong. It's so good, but it doesn't matter. I lost anyways. We're on to the second round.
Fredericksburg is 99 miles away.
Josh is like, I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there, Sean. Let's go.
Oh, that's a fun afternoon for you guys. We are into round two. We've got a battle of behemoths right here. McDonald's versus Dunkin'. And Jeff, you got the first vote. Or do you not?
Dunkin'.
No, you don't. JL has the first vote.
Fuck. Oh, no. I mean, shoot.
Funkin'.
Shoot.
That's what you said.
Funkin' donuts.
Funkin' donuts.
Funkin' Dunkin'. I'm going Dunkin' here.
Oh, we know
I
who
do like McDonald's hash browns. I feel the same way that I do feel about their fries, but I'm going Dunkin'.
I'm going McDonald's. The chicken nuggets at McDonald's. Give me a McNugget over just about most fast food options.
Well, JL mentioned their breakfast at McDonald's. Actually, I prefer like a McGriddle over any Dunkin'. But the Dunkin' coffee is winning this for me. I'll go to Dunkin' more for their coffee than.
Dude, McDonald's coffee is pretty good too. Underrated coffee at McDonald's.
It's not. It's bad.
It's bad.
There's a bunch of haters. I'm not saying the Dunkin' coffee is better, but McDonald's coffee is underrated.
This draft is making me very happy.
God, Dunkin'. Yeah, because I feel like you're getting your way in everything. Like I feel like you have not stopped smiling the entire time.
The whole day, Tyler Locket.
Jail's having a good bracket day. This is the Fantasy Scholar says those nuggies are fabulous. Oh, they're so good. They're some of my favorite nuggies. Maria says Dunkin', and then Jay says McDonald's coffee is awful.
It's trash.
Fantasy Scholar says, how the hell does Dunkin' win that? Because my co-hosts have garbage taste.
Sorry.
I do not blame me for that one. They're the reason Tyler Lockett won the last bracket.
Battle of the Mexican restaurants.
How the hell does Dunkin' win that?
Right?
Maria,
Taco Bell, Mexican.
Yeah, they're Mexican inspired.
I guess Chipotle is
less Mexican than Chipotle. I was about to say.
Chipotle started by like some white dude.
Chipotle tries a little bit harder, probably, to be Mexican.
It tries a little bit harder, yeah.
JL, where are you going with this?
I thought I voted first last time.
Wait,
you did. I voted first. I'm going Taco Bell. Chipotle's fine, but Taco Bell is cheap, delicious, fast. That cheesy gordita crunch. The
garbage that you put in your body, and then like how you disparage these other restaurants is just fascinating.
Yeah, it's tasty garbage.
Panda, I would never put that.
Yeah, I would not put that trash.
Give me
I'm not saying from like a health perspective. I'm not saying from like a health perspective.
I want to be on the toilet all the rest of the day.
Man,
guys,
I
like both these restaurants a lot. I've had Taco Bell probably just as much as Chipotle, but
Fantasy Scholar says these are not Mexican food.
That's true. I'm going Chipotle here. It's a better restaurant. I just rather have it.
Jail's smirking already because he's about to get his damn way again.
I'm sorry. I
hate you.
I'm being honest here.
Maria says, I feel like you're equally likely to get food poisoning at each. And John says, Dan Simon just sold Bojangles breakfast well. Let me see the closest Bojangles. It's Winchester, 57 miles away. Might happen for breakfast.
On your way back from Cookout.
You're going to a Cookout food coma, and then on the way back, you can grab some Bojangles. You got to get the Cajun filet chicken biscuit and a Bowberry biscuit. You need both those things.
Stands actually here. Taco Bell wins if we're talking calories consumer per dollar spent.
Yeah, 100%. And Jay said I had Taco Bell for lunch, so it wins. You can't argue with that.
Actually,
Tim,
you can.
Joe, you're about to ruin your friendship with Tim. I want you to know that. You
can tell them like more rice, more beans, more lettuce, more mild. Like so. I don't know. Actually,
and at Taco Bell, you can be like, "Give me 7 cheesy gordita crunches for 20 cents," and they're like, "Yeah, on it."
Okay, never mind.
I've also heard some disgusting things that they do to their sour cream. I'm gonna go ahead and go Chipotle here.
You monster! This is a crime against humanity. God, this is literally a crime against humanity. Tim, we riot tomorrow on stream. And Jay said, "Don't forget the bow rounds." Yeah, Sean, don't forget the bow rounds. That's a great
the password.
Taco Bell has that bang for your buck, but Chipotle is just better. Agree to disagree. Actually, I disagree to disagree. JP said I got $57 worth of Taco Bell the other night. That's so much Taco Bell.
That's ridiculous. We have to have a conversation about that.
That's like 2 cars.
We had to talk.
I'm surprised you're in here after eating $57 worth of Taco Bell.
I know.
Tim said anarchy.
Still alive.
It is anarchy tomorrow. This is.
He never said he ate $57 worth.
So he ordered.
Yeah. Who's up? Me? I think it's me. I'm pretty sure it's me.
I think it's you.
Five Guys, no doubt. Get Popeyes out of here. Five Guys is better.
Don't do this to me, JL.
I'm going Popeyes. Popeyes fries are the best.
Thank God.
Five Guys are so much better.
The spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes is the single best fast food item on any menu.
Again, remember, I'm not talking about any meat here. So
I know you're just talking about the fries, but the Popeye seasoned fries are super good too. But
think about the grilled cheese though, JL. Think about it.
Listen, before I became a vegetarian, I stopped eating beef entirely for many years, at least 2 years. So I'm going to just go ahead and go with the chicken-based restaurant here, just for our environment.
Spicy chicken sandwich carries this for me. It's so good. It's unreal. It's nothing beats it. If either of you choose the absolutely disgusting restaurant here, I'm going to be upset. But whose turn is it? I think it's JL's turn.
I'm going Cookout.
Wait, Tim, you said spite. Oh, spite JL, Simon. I thought you were telling JL to spite me. I was like, I voted for Taco Bell.
Maria asked if I want to get Five Guys grilled cheese and fries later. Yes, I do.
JR said, Simon, you said McNuggets was the single.
Out.
I don't remember saying that it was the best. I remember saying I could eat so many nuggies. If I did, I misspoke because Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich is literally my favorite fast food item.
He's got you. He's got you.
And if I did say that, it was hyperbole to prove my point.
Oh, so you're talking hyperbole the whole time.
Now I
don't believe anything he says. He's just being hyperbolic.
No hyperbole. No hyperbole. The Popeye spicy chicken sandwich is my favorite fast food item. Period. That is number one for me. And I'm going to continue to vote that way. You put McDonald's versus Popeyes, I'm going to vote Popeyes 100% of the time. I'm just going to put that out there. You will see that consistency from me, JR. Panda Express versus Cookout. JL, where are you going? Or is it my turn?
Cookout.
Okay. Think I'm going to go with Cookout as well here. It's really close though.
You're right. I actually like Panda Express.
So you're going Panda Express?
You've never been to Cookout, so that's fair.
Ooh. We are down to the final four. We've got Dunkin' Donuts, Chipotle, Popeyes, and Cookout. Keenan says, kind of off topic, but Dynasty, Logan Thomas or Jonnu Smith? That's what we're here for. We will continue to answer these questions. During the offseason, we get a little off topic with some of these brackets. What do you guys think?
Oh, I'm a Logan Thomas fan after last year, and Jonnu has more upside, though. I don't know. Logan Thomas, I've said it before. He was the number 3 overall tight end in PPR.
I'm going Logan Thomas as well. I think Jonnu needed to prove it to me last year, so he could be elite, and he just didn't have that consistency. And it's a run-first offense down there. I'm going.
He was pretty consistent.
Jonnu?
Yeah, when he played.
I'm going to go Logan Thomas, but it's really freaking close.
I'm going Logan Thomas as well.
Jonnu, JL, if you do.
I'm going Jonnu.
How old is Logan Thomas?
That was a good question, though.
Logan Thomas is 29.5.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, so you probably got 2 or 3 years left out of him, and that's about the window I look at.
Jonnu is 25.4.
He is much
4 years younger.
Yeah, I totally understand having age be the tiebreaker there. I'm still going Logan Thomas, though.
I'm going Jonnu.
Okay, we are on to the first semifinal matchup. Dunkin' versus Chipotle. Who is up? I think I'm up first, right?
Yeah.
I didn't vote for either of these. I don't think either of these should be here. God, this is. I guess Dunkin' because they got pink sprinkle donuts. That's where I'm going. I love pink sprinkle donuts.
Better food.
John Luke.
I
swear to God, if Chipotle wins this freaking bracket, I'm gonna riot. I'm going to.
It would pretty much fit in where I have them ranked, personally.
I'm going Chipotle because I want Simon to riot. And I know it doesn't matter who wins that matchup. Whoever's going to win the next matchup is probably going to win.
Great.
Okay, Jeff, you got the first vote.
This sucks.
This does not suck. I'm upset. Jay says, are either of those really fast food? I think he was talking about Dunkin' versus Chipotle. Chipotle's fast casual, but JL has argued that is fast food. And Dunkin's fast food. They got a drive-through.
So
that's not the.
So I've never had Cookout.
The pharmacy at Walgreens is fast food too because they have a drive-through.
You guys are telling me Cookout sounds better.
Same
but
with my emissions test.
I'm gonna go Popeyes
because you've had it.
Yeah, and you know, I know I disparaged the chicken sandwich. It's good. It's just not as good as Five Guys.
I feel you, but you're wrong, John Luke.
I think Popeye's fries are the best thing here.
but
I like Cookout overall more. I only eat the Popeye's fries and biscuits, and so it doesn't really leave a lot in terms of variety.
That's about all you eat anyways is French fries and biscuits.
I don't eat that many biscuits.
That's the majority of your diet.
I don't. The only place I eat biscuits is at Popeye's. Fries, yes, I'll give you that. I'm going Cookout here.
Okay, Cookout 1-1. JR says 100% serious. Is it Jeff or Josh? I love that so much. We've been talking about how we're just going to keep changing his name like every couple months to see whenever people started watching us. It's Jeff. 100%. I'm just kidding.
My name is actually Josh. Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua is
no way is his name Jeff. Why did we even start calling him Jeff? I don't even remember.
I'm not sure.
I think I told a story about how someone accidentally calls me Jeff at work. Like every time I corrected him a couple times. He was just like, he still calls me Jeff. And I don't even like stop him anymore.
Jay said it's Jerry actually.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So John, we got Johnny and John Luke here. I actually haven't tried the Popeyes chicken Sammy yet. Simon, you like it better with the regular mayo or the spicy mayo? Being on Weight Watchers makes me limit my fast food intake a lot, which I need. Spicy mayo. The spicy mayo is where it's at. It's so good.
Spicy, bro. Spicy.
It's top tier. And good for you limiting the fast food. I need to do it. I need some inspiration. Maybe you can give me some tips. And if the tip is eat less of it, I need a better tip. Maybe something to like lock me to my front door so I can't go get fast food at lunchtime. Okay.
Simon.
I'm going with Popeyes. I already said it. That's my favorite fast food item, period. Popeyes. So our finals is Chipotle versus Popeyes.
11 versus 12 seed.
An 11 seed versus a 12 seed in the finals. Jail, stop freaking smirking down there. I'm so mad at you already. Just look at that smirk. Right? Yeah, he's up first. And he's deciding this, I feel like.
I'm up first?
Yeah.
I don't want to be up first.
You want to go last? Fine. You can go last. I'm going Popeyes.
I know what I'm going with. Chipotle, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, this is
Jail, you just wanted all the power. Jail, yet again, gets to be on the winning side of this bracket.
I have to balance because on one hand, I want to just destroy Simon's will and happiness. On the other side,
you've already lost him today.
How much
you don't need to lose me.
You know what? You'll lose me if you don't go Chipotle.
Sue says Chipotle.
I'm gonna go
right now, JL. Which one would you rather go to get food? How about that?
Ooh, spicy fries from Popeyes.
Anything from Chipotle. So many vegetarian options. So many.
What is he doing?
I don't know where he went. I'm gone.
Expecting like a prop to show up. I'm like half expecting like Maria went to go get Popeyes right now, and he's gonna come back on the screen with
guys.
Nobody wins. It's a tie. G-Man J says destroy Simon's happiness. Please don't. I don't need that today. You guys already destroyed me in the last bracket. Where did JL go? He just got up and walked away.
Listen. I can't read it.
JL, that's just a blank piece of paper.
Popeye,
no!
Screw you. Chipotle should win.
God. No, Chipotle should not win. Chipotle should have lost in the second round.
Whatever.
By science, Popeyes is officially the best fast food restaurant, or in JL's case for this bracket, has the best French fries. So that's what JL was voting on. Popeyes is the fast food 101.
Chipotle is the best post-drunk food, though.
Chipotle more than Cookout?
I'd rather have Taco Bell.
Cookout's good while drunk.
Drunk food.
Cookout is good drunk food. Chipotle is good post-drunk food, like when you wake up the next morning.
I really like Sean's point. This is a fair championship round. Chipotle and Popeyes are both dank.
I agree.
This makes sense. This makes sense for me.
I think, sure. We'll say it's fair. Sure. Only because I came out on top. So might be G-Man J says Chinese food is the best hangover food. Funnel cake is the best hangover food. That is if I can find a funnel cake the morning after.
You have the worst takes. How can you ever say that I have the worst takes? And you have such weird takes like that all the time.
Dude, funnel cakes are so good. It's just doughy and greasy and soaks everything up. It's perfect for when you're hungover.
Where do you even get funnel cake when you're like not at a fair?
I've actually only had hungover funnel cakes one time, and I'm basing all of that off of that experience. At my old apartment in Atlanta, they would host a street festival outside of my house 1 week a year, and the funnel cake truck was literally set up 10 yards from my front door.
So you need a funnel cake truck in order to be able to
You need to live on a street with a street festival and have the funnel cake truck set up on your front door. And then that's the best drunk hungover food. But Popeyes is your champion. And in our previous bracket, we determined that Tyler Lockett is the most likely player to bust in 2021. This is science. These are official. There is no disputing it. I'm going to post these brackets on Twitter right after this. You guys can go disparage our results in that comment, in the comments on there. But I think we came to at least one right conclusion today, guys. Sean says the 3 G's hangover cure: green, grease, and Gatorade.
That's just my normal diet.
That's actually great. Seriously. I gotta keep that in mind.
Josh, you got anything to say before we jump off?
Trading makes fantasy fun. If you're in Dynasty Leagues, get those trades.
Trading does make fantasy fun. Gosh. And if you guys want to watch our previous bracket, see more of JL's horrible takes, you can find all of those on our YouTube channel and on our Twitch. We are there at Front Yard Fantasy. JL left victorious in both brackets today. Got his way in every way, shape, and form. But that wasn't always the case. So go watch our other brackets, Front Yard Fantasy, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for Fun Friday. We are playing Fantasy Football Quiplash tomorrow.
Tim will disparage me on air.
Tim will continuously disparage JL on air for voting against Taco Bell. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern. Bye, Sancho. Can you see his tail walking by?
Saw his face.
Yes.